thing that's in there somehow. I don't know how it works, but yeah, the other 4 wires on my rotor cable, I noticed I had a chafe in it the other day, so I got to fix that. But it's been 100 degrees up here, so I ain't fixing that. And I wonder what the temperature is out right now. Let's see. It was 72 when I got up. Maybe it was 62 because it's only 71 right now. I thought it was 72 when I got up earlier. Anyway, I guess I've done held this long enough. Motor mouth. If you got a cafe, I'm getting down.
410, yeah, it's going to be warm today. I don't know what it's going to be. I haven't looked at the forecast. But it's going to be a warm one today. Looking forward to a little bit of warmth. I open up all the doors in the shop, let the breeze blow through. We always got a breeze coming out of the north, or out of the northwest. So when I open up all the doors, I get a really nice cross ventilation. And so I would take advantage of that. Air the shop out. It's been a long time. I haven't had this place opened up thoroughly in a long time, so it's time for some change of air, you know. But, and I got some outdoor work to do. I got some stuff I got to do outside, and I would have normally done it earlier, but Skip was rolling, and I thought, well, I'll put that to the back burner, and I'll come out here and enjoy the radio for a key or two. So, but yeah, it's a nice day today. It's already like 70 degrees, 74 degrees out here. And it's going to be nice. I got some awnings to work on, some weeds to pull out, making a cactus garden out in the front. So got some work to do over here. Number 1 son, Motormouth Mall, cruising right there, break on.
Yeah, so you guys got heat like we get heat. But we don't have no humidity up here. It was like, it's only been 88 today. It's 71 right now. It's 88. Thursday 92, Friday 95, Saturday 96, Sunday 90. Then Monday it cools down to 82. Tuesday 88. Lows in the high 50s, low 60s. So there's fire weather at night. It's scorching hot during the day, boy. I wish I could cross-ventilate my shop, but I only got one big garage door. You know, I'm in a big old industrial complex, and we're only in one side of the building. I wanted to put a big industrial swamp cooler in there a couple years ago, but man, it was going to cost a grip. So I just deal with the heat, man. You know, when it's 100 degrees out, my shop's probably about 85, so it ain't too bad. I don't mind the heat. Since I lost all that weight, I'm always cold like a... I think I got the house set at 74 degrees right now, and I got sweats and a sweatshirt on because I'm cold. But it is what the TI is. The rest of the family would be scorching if I left it at 80 degrees all the time. I'd be comfortable, but they'd be crying the blues. So I got to keep the air conditioner running and keep my clothes on. Motor my ball, getting down.
10 plus, probably a good thing. No doubt about that. Yeah, my house has got a interesting orientation in the way the wind blows and all that. I think I'm going to build a little bit of a shaded or screened sun deck on the west side of the house. And what that's going to do is funnel all the air that comes blowing naturally in from the west side, and it's going to funnel it into the house. Right now, if I open the windows, I can sort of get like a convection cooling or a cross breeze, you know. But the wind kind of sort of goes up and around and up and over, and so I want to trap the wind a little bit. And we don't ever get real strong winds out of the northwest. You know, they're pretty manageable. So if I put something to trap the wind and force it or funnel it into the house, I get a little bit more cross ventilation. Our bad winds come out of the south. When we get the storms and they come out of the south real hard, those are the ones I got to watch out for. They're the ones that tore down the last awning. Man, the awning was, it ripped that doggone thing apart, and it was flopping around. It smashed the gutters. I was lucky it didn't break the windows. But I'm putting up a new awning now. It's going to be more or less, I don't want to say indestructible, but it's going to be pretty close to indestructible. Anyway, yeah, so that's my project. I want to get some better cross-through ventilation on the house. and keep it kind of cool, because I suspect every year it's going to get warmer and warmer and warmer, you know, this global warming stuff. Now, I ain't going to say that humans are causing the global warming. I don't want to go down that path. We might be contributing a little bit, but it's a cyclical thing, you know, and it's going to happen regardless. But the bottom line is it's happening. And I'd rather worry more about what I'm going to do to keep myself comfortable than what, you know, we're going to do to fight this thing that ain't going to be fightable. So it's all about comfort over here. Number one, son, Motormouth Mall, cruising.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I get tired of discussing things with people that just all they want to do is argue. Usually when somebody starts talking to me about man-made global warming, I say, well, go look at how much pollution a volcanic eruption causes. And while you don't hear about them every day, they happen 24/7. But anyway, I'm not going to go down that wormhole. I'm just going to help you get your cross-ventilation built, and it cross-ventilates. Because, yeah, man, you know, the reason we're the superior species is because we have weaponry. And the superior species is smart enough to realize that comfort is just as important as necessity in most in most situations. Because I'd rather be hunting elephants from inside a Rolls Royce with the air conditioner blasting and the barrel of the gun pointed out the window than sitting in the dirt in Africa. Because we don't have lions over here we can hunt. Sitting in the dirt in Africa with all the critters and all the thorns and all the nastiness. I'd rather be sitting in a Rolls Royce with some gray poop on there. 410.
And you got that right. You know, we got a maid over here. We're spoiled. We got it made, but it's the way we know and it's the way it's supposed to be, as far as I'm concerned. So, ain't nothing wrong with trying to do what we can do to try to build comfort and build our fortress the way we want our fortress built. And I don't want to be sitting down there laying on the floor with the bugs and fending off doggone wild critters and sweating and wishing I was somewhere that I'm not. You know, I like to be right here in a nice little zone of comfort. Ain't no doubt about that. By the way, speaking of comfort in the wintertime, I got that all figured out over here. I got a big old duct. It's a 12-inch duct. Doesn't have a lot of flow velocity, but it's got a good ability to pass a lot of air. And I take the air out of the transmitter room and pipe it into the doggone into the studio. So if I open that duct up in the wintertime, I got no heating issues. It's free heat there, break. Hey, number one son, Motormouth Mall, cruising right there, right now. I got down. Break on.
Yeah, down here when I started putting them big heat generators, them big heaters in here down here, and I had my friend come over and they actually cut, because I'm in the basement, but I got this, where the cement wall for the basement goes up and it hits the stringers. In this room, most of my basement is all finished, but in this room, everything's exposed. So we went and cut the, I don't know what you call that, the footer? Is that what that is? Where the big 2x12 that's got that's sitting on the foundation? We notched a hole in that joker, and I got it's got to be 10 by 12 square ductwork that goes up, that the heater slide underneath, and it's got a damper in it, and it had a removable cover, so I could take that off. Ooh, I almost pulled the damn, whatever that thing is, that interface that puts my audio to everything. I almost pulled that right off the shelf. But yeah, I had the same setup, right? In the winter, it was free heat, and boy, let me tell you, you'd be sitting on the floor if I got talking like this. Motormouth Mall, I'll see you.
Oh yeah, the BTUs coming out of these things they're useful. They're good stuff, I even had a funky thought about building a little grate, running the water through it, and building a grate that I could run the water through and then pass the air through it and over it and around it before it did the heating of the room, so I could preheat the water for the water heater. So the water heater didn't have to do too much work. Use it to preheat the water, and then insulate the tank really, really good. Extra insulate the tank, and then that way the water heater doesn't have to preheat the water. It just keep it warm and all that kind of stuff. All the pro bono, for free. All you got to do, well, even free. You got to keep the amp down, but why waste all that hot air to break?
Oh yeah, yeah. But in the summertime, you sure as hell want to get it out of here. That thing's all insulated too, man. It's got that fiberboard insulation with man, because that first time, man, I got down here talking like this on the 3000, and I'm just sweating. My wife opened the door, she's like, what in the hell is going on in here? So in the summertime, you want it the hell out of here, but in the wintertime, they heat the whole house if I talk like this. Over my mom getting down.
I just thought of something. I haven't done this, but I need to do this. I need to, right now, my boxes vent into the room. They don't vent outside. They don't vent out of the room. They just vent into the room. So that's where I get the free heat from. But if I put a vent in the side of the building that could draw air in from down below on the outside, north side of the building, which is where the wind blows out of the northwest, so I would get a bit of that wind coming in. I would draw air from inside the building, and that's also protected from the rain. and then I could reroute the ductwork. I could open the duct that normally lets the hot air into the building, so the cool air from this room can go into that room, seal off the other room, because it's got a 4-foot by 8-foot door that's not sealed up. I can seal that door and make it open and close, and then route the duct of the box directly up out of the room. That way, in the summertime, when the boxes are on, all the air that the boxes require come through this room and convectionally cool this room and bring the heat from this room into the other room, and then through the boxes, which is still relatively cool compared to the air required, and then out to the top. So I would get, if I just put some ductwork in, I could get some free cooling too in the summertime, Rick.
Two pieces. Global warming, but shop warming and shop cooling. We're solving all these world problems right now. I'm glad we're having this conversation, man. 410?
Yeah, 10-4, it's constructive. It's constructive. That's for doggone sure. We're talking about shop cooling and shop warming, and don't need to worry about global cooling, global warming, all that stuff, man. We got to deal with what's right here, right now, and what's important to this particular 1036 in our lives, in our zones. All that other stuff is meaningless. Let me get my knees up at a breeze. Number 1, son, Motor Mouth Mall, cruising, break up.
For an hour and 30 minutes. An hour and 30 minutes. And you've been out here broadcasting. Yeah, I probably need to get my fat heels a pump. Let me look at my cameras and see what's going on in my world. I need to get my fat heels a pumping, so I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to upload this to the JD's Watergates and get my ass to work. Motor Mouth Mall, it's a pleasure, as always. Hope to do it again real soon, but this is my last key. Probably happy people up in the northwest corner. Motor Mouth Mall, I'll see you. I'm 10-7.
10-4, sounds good. Yeah, this is my last key, too. We've been out here for a long time. This is the second gate. I stopped the other one there. I could have let the other one go, but I didn't realize about the antenna switch, the coax, being connected over there and turned up on the 5/8 wave. But I switched that and rectified that and started the other gate, so the last half of us is on the second gate. But yeah, you're all up in there. Have a good day. Enjoy it. I sure did enjoy the bump down in the world of sound. Number one, son, you got that mall down. Motor Mouth Mall stepping. Bye. I guess that paint job I did, that target I painted, didn't do any good. Ain't nobody cheat on you. Hey, number one, son, it's all you and my radio I got down. Break on.
Next time maybe we should not use water paint. Next time we should use some oil-based. Oil-based paint is stick to a duck. Water-based paint just slide right off the feathers. Come on, you little Motor Mouth Mall. I had to keep one more again. I'm gonna shut this mess down and let the Northwest Corner go. Motor Mouth Mall. I'm officially 10-7. Bye.
410. Yeah, I should have used indelible marker. Indelible ink or indelible marker, whatever they call that there. That's what I should have used. They don't have I'll put some more bass up in there for you, too. Number one, son. A little bit more bass and a little bit more audio. And I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you. Have a good day. Don't work too hard. My work has just begun. I'll see you. The fun is done. The work has begun. Number one, son. Happy Independence Day to you coming up around the bend, although I'm sure we'll do it again in the near future between now and then. Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast beast. Right here. Right now. I got down, breaker.
Sometimes they call me Johnny McBrown when I'm in there.
Damn, I hear Billy talking east. When you unkeyed, I hear 766 just smoking going east. All right, I'm 10-7. Bye-bye.
410. Nice. Well, it's good to know he's up there doing his thing and kicking. Motor Mouth Mall stepping. Bye.
Mr. 225.